This segment is brought to you by H&H Color Lab. H&H Color Lab has partnered with professional photographers for the past 40 years. H&H continues to lead the industry in quality, customer service, and new product innovation.
When you want the best color, the highest quality products, and caring customer service, H&H is the answer. Stop by HNHColorLab.com to check out all of their products. H&H Color Lab. Color is our business. You are our passion.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. You're watching the digitalphotographycafe.com. Hopefully you're looking at live.digitalphotographycafe.com, and if you are, look at the bottom of the page. You'll see a little button that says enter. Go ahead and click that button and enter to win. All these great sponsors have given us thousands of dollars of prizes to give away.
Yeah, amazing stuff. And now we want to welcome Doug Gordon to the show. So welcome, Doug.
How are you guys doing? Thanks for having me. Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. So tell us a little bit about what Doug Gordon does.
Well, I used to be an adult film star, but unfortunately it didn't work out. But I started to go into the photography industry. I wanted to be behind the camera. There's just too many fans. I've been photographing weddings for almost 22 years now. Started with my parents, and it's just great business. You know, my studio, we're based out of Long Island. We do a little bit over 1,000 weddings.
I never would have guessed.
You liked it, right? That's a nice accent.
Yeah, I never
Long
would have
Island.
guessed it. I'm from New Jersey. So.
Yeah. So, you're from a calm area with low taxes.
Yes.
You're not like New York. Like,
yes.
I don't want to get into it. We have 3 locations on Long Island. We have one in Orlando. We do a little bit over 1,000 weddings a year. So yeah, I just love brides. Probably close to 5,000 portraits. So it's a great industry, you know, in the sense of I've been doing it my whole life. I get to see people happy, photograph them. I kind of feel lucky because I'm like freezing history in life. So it's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, that's very cool. So you have workshops that you do.
Yep, I've been fortunate. I've been lecturing now for over 14 years. I've been to all over the world, and I just love it. The light goes on. When a photographer gets it, when they see what you're doing and see how it can help you, it's just amazing how it works. And we've been fortunate. I've been here now. This is my 14th straight year speaking at WPPI. Wow. So that in itself is an honor. I've been the opening speaker the last 5 years at the convention here. You know, and it's always the best spot. It's so much fun, and to see all the people here, you know, the attendees, it's like taking a child to Disney World.
Sure.
They're so wide-eyed. They're so excited, and like one of my favorite things, and I just started this year, is the WPPI. It is just awesome because they come in and they're so new at it. They're just soaking it up and so excited. There's so much energy, and to be able to teach them, like I teach posing and lighting. That's my real big thing. And to see when they're getting it, know that I'm making a difference in their life and business, you know, there's not really much better you can do than that.
And just like they always say, is teaching it, you end up learning more sometimes from the students as you're teaching.
No doubt, no doubt. My staff, when training them, believe it or not, the way I train them is I make them model for me on these things. I don't go out and hire professionals. I take them and say, listen, you're going to model because you're going to get it. When I was training, I worked under legendary photographer Monty Zucker, who a lot of people don't remember, but he was kind of the reason this conference came together because he was iconic. And I didn't get what he was doing until he photographed my wedding. And I was already training under him for 10 years, but when he photographed my wedding, everything clicked. So it's good because you get a feeling. If you feel it, you can do it.
Right. You can actually see it happening. And whenever you see something, a professional doing something, the actual act of doing it, you learn much more than you would from a book any day.
No doubt about it. Like even here now, like they're watching at home. I know that I'm not lit good. You know, and the reason I know is because I can feel it. If you learn to feel it, like I feel the light directly coming from here and I feel it so broadly hitting me, my face looks huge to them. So I'm turning to you because I look better. Now I got perfect lighting, short lighting to the camera. I'm not looking at you anymore because I need all the minimizing I can get. You're screwing up my lighting. Come over here.
There we go.
Well, I tell you, the education here is just insane. I mean, with 90 platform classes, plus all the master classes and the plus classes, I mean, the people that have been going up and down those escalators to the classes is insane.
Well,
it's just amazing.
I think they were saying over 14,000.
Over 14,000 people, and you're right. The classes here are spectacular. You know, a lot of them I've become friends with, but now this year I saw more new talent coming in terms of speaking and lecturing. There's so many people out there who are great photographers that are now saying, you know, I can help someone. I can do it. But you can't forget about the parties. Some of these parties, I don't go out and I don't drink, thank God, but I just like watching. I'm a people watcher, so watching these people stumble out of here is fun too.
I know.
It's
Well,
all good
Ignite
stuff.
was a great night the other night.
Oh,
you
it
did
was so much fun.
a fun presentation.
Thank you.
Yes.
If anybody knows me at home, they know I like to be naked, and if you want later
And
on,
you
I'll go
should be.
topless for YouTube. When you look like this, women like it. 'cause
yeah,
they
absolutely.
know that you don't get it that often, so you got to work hard when you get it. It's one of those things. I'm sure this will be cut out, but it's all good. But you're right, Ignite was a blast. It's such a great concept. If
Yeah.
you
Yes.
haven't seen it, people should look it up at home. Now, it'll be on the web with obviously the WPPI photo Ignite, but Ignite presentations in itself, it's so challenging as a speaker. I've lectured 1,000 times, but to lecture for 5 minutes
Right.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
harder
And try and
than-
get your point across.
And you have 20 slides, and they're going consecutive
Automatically.
over and over.
That's why I took the approach I did this on. The first year I did it, I walked up, my slides didn't work. So I just did a 7-minute stand-up routine, and luckily it was okay. This year, as you guys saw, I decided to do 20 slides of me naked.
Yes.
From being all different things, cameras and different
I enjoyed it
spots
personally.
with my
Yeah,
friends
yeah.
Jerry Guionis and Kevin Kubota. It was great, and I was going to read The Great Gatsby, to be honest with you, because I didn't think anybody was going to pay attention, and I don't think anybody did. They were just floored seeing me in all these pregnancy poses and everything. So it was a lot of fun.
good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Kevin always
That
does
was
such a
great.
great job.
Oh,
right?
it's amazing.
Yeah, he does a
He's
great
such
job.
a
He's
great.
so talented. He's so good at what he does, but even more, he cares. He's someone most people don't know about how charitable he is and different things. He's just he's a great guy. And I feel lucky. We've been friends for a long time. We go on vacations together. I feel lucky to have him in my life. Just a great guy.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So tell us a little bit more about your workshops. Where you go, where you do them.
Well, I'm all over the place. This year we do a lot of workshops around the country and other countries. My favorite workshops, though, is always the ones at my studio, because I think it's the best education that a photographer can get when they can come in. Our main studio is 19,000 square feet. So they come in, it's 25 photographers. They come in for 4 days of intense learning with me, but then we also we want them to come early. We want them to go out on real weddings with us. We want them to sit in on real sales consultation, and we individualize the lesson for all of them. Some of them stay 2-3 weeks, because I look at it a little bit differently. The truth is, with the amount of weddings we're doing, I can never staff it enough. We have 32 full-time employees. Now, obviously, I don't want to keep adding employees because then other business expenses go up, whether it be taxes, health insurance, all of those different things. So what I try to do is, one of the reasons I made my educational material and started having these workshops is, if one of you get good at it, and you start to really get what I'm doing, I could take you from wherever you are and fly you in, and you can work for me for the weekend, and then I know I get the job that I want.
Exactly. Well, if you train them, you know what you're getting.
Yep. We turn down over 200 weddings a year that we can't do because of staffing.
Wow.
Like, we have some really big days, like example 11-11-11. Everybody
course.
got married
Everybody
on
wanted
it.
that.
And all the normal weekends, Columbus Day, Labor Day, July 4th. We did 26 weddings on 11-11-11.
Wow.
We had photographers. I had a photographer from the UK. I had one from Canada. I had some from California, Indiana, Florida, Delaware. You name it, Texas. They were coming in and they were helping our staff. And the great thing about it is they come in for the weekend, they get paid like a regular photographer, they get expenses paid, and they just have a great time. And once that person shoots for me, they'll never pay for another workshop or a video or anything again, because the better I make them, better I am. And we have a lot of them that can't always come in because they've done what I'm telling them to do and their businesses just take off.
Right.
But I'm looking to train people that I can use when I need them, because obviously I don't have 26 weddings every day.
I can't even imagine the staff to be able to keep up with all that
No.
and to keep it all straight.
I have the best staff in the world. I pride myself on them because they make me look brilliant. We've been in business 28 years now, never had an employee leave ever, voluntarily.
Right.
But we've never had an employee quit or leave.
Wow.
They work so hard, and to me, having an employee, they're more important than I am. They're much more important. They get health insurance, dental insurance, they get 5 weeks paid vacation. We do employee retreats, like for our 25th anniversary. I took the entire company to Disney World with their families, all expense paid. You have to treat people nice. It makes a
Yeah.
world
So
of difference.
You looking to hire?
So I'm closing
I
up the
should.
studio in Palm
Yeah,
Beach.
come
I'm
on.
I
heading
am
up
not
north.
far.
I'm right
That's
down.
it.
Are you in Palm Beach, California,
Palm
or
Beach.
Florida?
No, Florida.
I love it. I'm a Disney obsessed, so
So-
love it. We're building a house in Orlando. I can't
Oh,
wait.
okay.
Right inside of Disney
We're an
World.
hour away. I'm going to be coming up.
Oh,
You
love
take
it.
a workshop. I'm I'm going to be
I did a wedding right by you guys. I'm coming to Orlando March 20th. I love it there. It's such Florida's so beautiful with the weather and it's a great place to
Well,
shoot.
I make fun of him because he's in Jersey. He's got it like,
He's miserable
this
like I
deep-
am.
Yeah, he's this deep in snow, and I'm like, I'm sweating. It's like
He's
86
and
over
I'm
here. I got
talking
the
to him,
air
he's got
conditioner.
the air conditioner on.
That's the way it should be. It was 80 during January. Just a great
Right.
place. We do almost 200 weddings a year in and around Disney.
Exactly.
So I just
this is a
love
destination, and there's
It's
brides are
everything.
continuously coming in. We do a lot of brides that are coming. We just did one from Italy. We have a lot of people that are coming in. They want to go and have a wedding on Palm Beach or down in Miami, whatever. We do it.
it. I've done a couple there that we started getting recommended at, I think it's the Ritz-Carlton down
Could
by you,
be,
the one
yeah.
that was re-rented with the big spa.
Yep.
And we love it. It's such a
Yeah.
beautiful place. It's on the ocean. It's
The
gorgeous.
breakers and all the rest down there is beautiful.
Beautiful there.
Absolutely.
I love it. Love
They get
love
it.
They do get it.
And they take care of their brides, and they take care of the photographers and staff too. Some of the places you go to, not so much.
Yep.
They're good.
It's
They get it.
amazing. I've been fortunate enough to do weddings all over the world, and as much as I love my New York base and everything, it's amazing in other parts of the country, the relationships that are built, but it's also amazing the price difference. My price difference for what I charge in New York, I may get a third of that in Florida.
That's right, sure.
And
That's
when we
exactly
started
right.
doing work in Texas, the same thing applied, but eventually it got to about the halfway point. It's
That's
different
good.
wherever you are. But it's like anything else. Photography, this business is so hard now because everybody who picks up a camera says, I'm a photographer, I can do this, I'm going to shoot on P for Professional, TTL, and I'm going to give it away. They don't realize what it takes. And that's one of the reasons my workshops have become so important, because I teach something that really matters, posing, lighting.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't know how to pose, you're dead. You can't create.
No.
If a wedding's terrible and the bride says, my pictures look nothing like you showed me, you can't be like, oh, I'm sorry, your wedding sucked and you're huge. It's
Yeah,
not going to
yeah,
work.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to
No,
accept
no.
that as an answer.
No.
So
If
you
it's
gotta
all, we
learn
have to make
create.
something out of nothing.
You're
no matter
exactly
what.
right.
Having more people coming into the industry, I don't have a problem with that. As long as they're being trained, they understand what it means to be a professional photographer. They understand the posing and the lighting.
Yep.
Because when you have people that come in and start hacking,
Yep.
it takes the whole.
And they're giving
industry
everything
down.
away.
And-
the
and
cream
that-
always rises to the top.
I
anyways,
agree.
Right?
But I think it also comes down to there's too many secretive photographers
Yes.
who don't want to share it. Like the way I look at it, these people here aren't my competition. They're only going to help me in the sense of if they get really good, that inspires me to be better.
Absolutely.
I can't worry
exactly
about
right.
what you guys are doing. I got to worry about what I'm doing.
Right.
And as long as I focus on me, I'm going to get better. I think the more we share with each other, if photographers weren't so secretive and started sharing and working together, we wouldn't have this problem that we have now. We've ultimately helped to really push our industry down.
And that's an interesting point. I remember shooting film from the beginning, and
Yep.
film photographers were very, very tight-lipped. You would never talk to another photographer about any kind of secret
Crazy.
of what you're doing, from darkroom to burn. It doesn't matter what it is. I think the digital age has really brought teachers, fantastic educators like
Yep.
yourself,
Thank you.
to the market, and been able to train people, other photographers, in such a way that they can get better, because there is more of an open platform, and it's not so tight.
Well,
Let's
in the
just say,
social
is it?
age, social media, all that stuff has really helped with all of our businesses. It helps with that interaction. It helps to meet people.
Yes and no. I'm going to disagree a little bit. As much as I love what technology has done, I think it's also hurt us a little bit in the sense that most people are like, oh, let me Facebook you, let me email you, let me tweet to you, let me text you. What happened to personal relationships?
Well, true. Yes,
It's
right. Yes.
get on the phone. One of the things I do that have made a world of difference, and I never thought it would, is every appointment we get, which on average is about 25 appointments a day between all the studios, no matter where I am in the world, I call and confirm every appointment myself. Every person who comes in, I call and say thank you to.
Right.
It's a world of, I just call and say, hi, I'm Doug, I'm calling from Packin Photographer, I'm the owner. I just want you to know how much we appreciate you coming in. We really appreciate the opportunity. We know you have a lot of choices. Hey, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to call me. Here's my cell, here's my email.
Right.
Thanks again, and I wish you the best of luck with your plan. Do you know how many people call back and say, I can't believe you called me.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. It's about connecting. This business, is built on personal relationships.
Exactly.
And we forgot it. I started shooting when I was 16. How good could I have been? I was
Right.
terrible, but people liked me,
Right.
so they liked their images.
Yep, it's that personal relationship, absolutely, and being
Yeah.
able to do that one-to-one in comparison to, the quick email or the automatic sending of some type of email or whatever, the postcard, let's say, or the phone call, or that personal
Connecting.
interaction.
Connecting.
Invaluable.
It's invaluable too in the sense If they like you, they're going to recommend you.
Absolutely.
If people ask me, how'd you get so big? Where's the best place to advertise? It's a simple answer. With the people you already have.
Yeah, word of mouth.
Use the
referrals.
people you have. We pay nothing for advertising, zero, zilch, because we get our clients talking about us.
Yep.
We give them incentives. You know, a wedding wire or the knot ad does nothing compared to what a wedding wire or a knot review would do for you.
Right.
Get your clients talking about you. I firmly believe this. It's better to give a little bit more than you thought you should have than a little less than you should have.
Right.
Right.
We
A
talk
little
about
bit more.
all the time, super fans, right?
Yeah.
Making
Yeah.
your client into a super fan so that they talk to their friends and their friends' friends. And sometimes the photography is not as important as that personal relationship. They like you, they like your photographs, just like you're saying.
Yeah.
It's very, very important.
They become that pushy salesperson for you.
Absolutely.
It makes a world of difference. You know, I think if people more focused on connecting and the different things like that, it would change the industry. I think if people understood that what a photographer is, they forgot what it was. Ansel Adams never intended for his work to be a screensaver. You know,
Yeah, that's for sure.
it's crazy.
Right.
We got it. We're glorified paper salespeople. If I stand out here and say, "How many of you sell prints or albums?" They're like, half, maybe less.
Right.
And that number's hurting us. I get those wedding market surveys, and this is a terrible number. In 2007, there were 2.4 million weddings in the U.S.
Right.
2.4. Now, in 2000, and here you go, 1.6 million of them were photographed by professionals.
Wow.
In 2011, 1.6 million, of which under 600,000 were photographed by professionals.
Yeah, that's always Uncle Buck with the camera. The good, no wait,
That's
good
us
camera.
doing it to ourselves. I would love to blame other people because it's easy. Everybody feels like they're entitled to say it's someone
Sure.
else, but we need to separate ourselves and do something that they can't do. That's why I'm so adamant about posing. When I first started coming here, there were all the photojournalists saying, "Oh, it's dead, don't do it." I've done it, I've survived, and it's grown because people want to look better.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's the
That's
way
right.
it works.
That's right. Well, if it's in the budget and they're able to afford a quality photographer, they want to get the best they can get. You
No
they
doubt
wanna-
about it.
They want to get. They don't want just somebody that's going to make a nice picture. If they can get a great picture for the same money,
Exactly.
then that's
Exactly.
what they're going to do. Budget's always in it. Always an issue.
It's always
You
an
know?
issue, and I think that's another problem. One of the things I tell photographers all the time is they're like, "I want to make as much money as I can. I want to charge $5,000. Are you out of your mind? Isn't it better to be working than not working? It's great to have $5,000, but if you're not working, you're making nothing. I'm not telling you to lower your prices,
No.
but I'm not telling you to shoot for the sky because 99% of the people aren't going to buy it. You have to put yourself in their place. If you were getting married, you're a 20, 30-something-year-old, a wedding cost you $30,000. When was the last time we saved $20,000, $30,000 in a year for this?
Yeah.
It's been a long time,
Exactly.
if we even did it. So
Exactly.
why not start with something more basic that you make more profit on in terms of average, and then have enough confidence in yourself to say, "Hey, I'm going to upgrade them."
Yes.
We
Yes.
upgrade our clients. We
Sure.
sold over $2 million in frames last year. Why?
Wow.
Because I put myself in a situation to succeed.
Right.
I create things. Sales are created by shooting the right images and taking the right sizes and shapes.
Yeah, I love that. That's so critical because you take the original shot or the original wedding, but the upsell of it, if you do such a great job and you're confident in your work, you know that they're going to be buying more. If you're not confident in your work, then you're going to try to upsell them at the beginning and then kind of fall off in the back. But if you know that what you give them is great,
got
they're
it.
going to be buying it.
That's right.
So many times that's what I've done over the years. I've done stuff sometimes just really cheap just to get in the door because I know, I even tell them, I said, you know what, I know you're going to be buying plenty. This is what it's going to be, and that's it. You're going to be buying at least 5 or 10 of these because they're going to be
agree.
that good. It just simply works.
I agree. Because you know what, there's other reasons. If you're someone who works with a catering hall or a wedding planner and you're paying them a commission, you know, and saying it's 10%, if you sell a $5,000 wedding, you're giving them $500 just to say, "Hey, go there." If you upgrade afterwards, you don't have to give them commission based on those items. So from a business standpoint, I think photographers, they don't pay attention enough. It's not a matter of how much money you make. It's a matter of how much you keep. And the idea is
that's
to
right.
put things together in a way that's going to make it happen. And what I mean is, I don't think you can sell it. I think it's you have to sell yourself, get them to like you, book you, but pictures sell themselves. Prime example, If I ask photographers, you put your images online? They say, of course we do. Do you make any money? No. Why don't you make any money online? Well, nobody comes and looks at the site, or nobody, buys anything. I don't know why. Is the person at table 30 buying a picture of the bride and groom or grandma? No. But if you go on a cruise, you get the worst photo of you ever taken in your life. You're dressed up. Do you buy it? Yes. So why aren't we doing those things?
Right.
We're taking too many images that don't sell. This is a business. This finger no longer moves unless I make money. Look.
That's right. That's right.
Because
That's right.
why? I love my job.
Sure.
I love my craft. I love the memories. But I have to support my family. If I'm going to leave my house 20, 30, 40, 80 times a year, got to make a living doing it.
Yep.
So it's for me to say, oh, you look really beautiful, and you are beautiful.
I
But,
appreciate it.
You're sexy, you're beautiful. If I have my choice, you're my guy.
Nice.
Yes, very much. Don't worry, I'm married to a little Indian woman, you're safe. But ultimately, you're going to look at me like he's trying to make money. But you got to take it the right way. You got to create a story. And if you do that, you're going to be successful no matter what.
I love it. What great
That's good.
information.
Yeah, this is great.
Inspiring.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and more than just an interview. It's
Thank you.
education.
It's education.
Thank
And that's
you.
what we always try
Where's
to
the
do
best
with
place
our
to
show.
find you? Obviously,
well-
we're at WPPI right now, but online.
I wish I could say call me, because it would be better.
Ring me.
I could be found, just ring me, hook up.
Yeah.
On Twitter, the hashtag Doug Gordon Photo.
Okay.
Facebook, Doug Gordon Workshops, or friend me at Doug Gordon Part 2. And of course, our website, www.DougGordonWorkshops.com.
Awesome.
Thank you
Thanks
very
so
much,
much.
gentlemen.
Thank you so
Pleasure.
much.
Yes,
Pleasure.
thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so
Great job, guys.